power of... No, I got into the chair and I hurt my elbow. I'm a potato. Aw. What do you mean? Well, let me think. Okay, by the way, so apparently we finally found somebody who knows us, and we are like ecstatic. Kitty! He scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all a mess, having just gotten them back, but I don't have time to wait for him. Yeah, we first met 5 years ago. Oh, okay, so he's not my grandpa. I wanted him to be Grandpa Cujo and be like, oh my god, you're my son. Or my grandson. And the future king. And then again, 10 days ago. 10 days ago, that's around the time that I think the game started, right? Like, around the time. Because, like, I feel like I've been struck by lightning. I first arrived at Cujo Mansion 10 days ago. That means I met him before I lost my memories. I need to know, who in the world am I? I couldn't say. Yeah, he's just 10 days of spirit. I wasn't interested in asking your name, and you didn't give it. Then tell me what you do know. Tell me about myself, please. Okay. I owe you for the food, so ask. What should I ask about? Everything. Let's ask about 5 years ago first. You showed up at the shelter. Well, that explains why I...
Hooray for staying up far too late. Fun up.
What's his face? Thank you for the 43 months. That resub, though. That puts me at what now? That puts me at... Fuck, how many points? That's 250 points. So, 40, 50, 6, 7, 4,700 points. Kitty, I swear to God. Wanted to know about the Heavenly Buddha Project. Gave me food. But how are you doing? What's his face? The plot is thickening. Actually, you're more focused on the Cujo family than the Cannon Soldier. Why did we talk about them? The head at the time was majorly involved in the project. So the dad, probably, or the brother? I don't know. I want us to be the brother, because it would be, like, actually, it would be pretty predictable, but still. He was famous for his spiritual power, so the army asked him for help. Okay, if this was, like, 50 years ago, then probably the dad. Probably the dad. I don't think we're old. We don't... If we are... We don't... Yeah. So, the current head would have been Murasame. So Murasame was alive 5 years ago. He loaned them a number of his family's prized sacred treasures. You really zeroed in on that bit. Do you know what exactly the army got? Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, Buddha statues, cursed objects, and holy talismans. They were all returned to the family. Which means they're all in the mansion now. You kept popping by a few times until one day you just didn't. I only saw you next 10 days ago. Next is 10 days ago. I'd just seen the Cannon Soldier, and you can bet I booked it out of the manhole. I ran into you on the street. Had you treat me to food to celebrate. Thanks for that, by the way. Banshee's talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It's weird to hear about myself this way. You'd mentioned you'd been overseas. You'd only come back recently, about a month ago. Oh, and that's when I learned of the mark. You told me about it. It slipped my mind until just now. By that time, was my right arm... Yeah, it had the mark. So by then I was already losing my memories. Okay. You were acting all odd though. You'd go to remember something, then stumble over the words. The curse is probably in its late stages. In fact, I completely forgotten my name and passed a few hours after that. By the by, I got something to tell you. This here Banshee Ito is much nobler character than regular folk. That's why I led a detached life away from the world's vulgarities. What are you trying to say? I could be crazy desperate, but I'd never shame my dear departed mom or divine providence. You understand? No, you lost me. I didn't have a wallet. Do you have my wallet? I'm saying I never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. He has our wallet. I was gonna say, because, like, obviously, like, if we had a wallet... Because the first thing he said when he couldn't remember his name, I was like, well, check your fucking pockets. Do you have a wallet? Fucking check to see if you have a driver's license, ID, anything. Business card, like... Here, these are yours. He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet. Wallet! Yes! Each looks like an antique. They're inlaid with subtle designs. Each looks like an antique? What the fuck does an antique wallet look like? I can understand a wristwatch. With subtle designs. Inlaid? Hello? We're the fucking brother. We're the brother. We're the brother. He's got some nice shit. He, like, kept those and didn't sell them. He could have. Like, that sounds like they're really nice. You forgot them at the restaurant. Let me see them. I'm so like, oh my god, driver's license. I grab them both and rush to open the wallet. But there's no ID inside. I just want to know. I want to know if I'm right or wrong. I'm so like fucking... I'm so excited. I'm just like, fuck. What a good dude. He could have sold those two things. Truth. Trolled. I know. I'm kind of pissed right now. No ID. Damn it. I can't get drinks. Yeah, I like the hobo. I like Banshee. He's really cool. There was no driver's license or company card with an ID when you got it. Don't ask me. You said you forgot your old wallet somewhere and lost it. It was probably in there. Oh. I look at what else is in the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards. Sayakujo, spirit healer. I've got multiple. Ah, those things. You tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remembered anything. But I gave it back. I don't make a habit of carrying useless stuff. Sayakujo's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at Kujo, so I've got like multiple of her card. I was probably giving them out to people with a mark. It must have been the one Banshee returned. There's no doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. I've asked everything I want to know, but something's still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago? Yeah, Banshee's really cool. Well, I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention. Are you kidding? Cut him some slack. This was 10 days ago. And he literally just had amnesia until like 2 seconds ago. Calm down, Yashiki. Oh yeah, you said the same thing as Hiro about the cannon soldier. There's no way a human head on a statue will make it move. But it did actually move. That's what I thought too. And then, you said something strange. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. Mary, you've got some splaining to do. Mary, you sloot. Her? That's not all. You said she gave you the mark. Fucking knew it. I knew it. The doll gave us the mark. that she loved watching you lose your memories and fear death. You made her kick the bucket once, but she came back to life. You said you needed to do the same thing done 50 years ago to get rid of her. My heart wants to beat out of my chest. I can feel sweat running down my face. There's no way I can keep calm. Before I lost my memories, I'd known who had cursed me with Mark. I mean, I know who cursed you with Mark. Now. It was obviously the crazy doll. Hey, old man. Who's she? Did I tell you? I want to know too, so I asked, but you couldn't answer me. I don't think you were trying to hide it. You just honestly didn't remember. Was that because of the mark? Well, that's about all I can tell you. Yashiki, we should get going soon. Go? Where? I'll tell you in your car. Well, I guess Banshee was a part of, like, he's a noble from a spiritual family, so maybe he wants to help us out. It's gonna be me and Banshee. We're gonna partner up. We're gonna kick Mary's ass. I'm real tired of standing. I'd like to sit for a bit. There's no point arguing here. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car. New info is out of the spirit file. My past self. Hey! We got Banshee with us. I mean, his spirit power is higher than mine. My past self. After we defeat the soldier, Banshee's mark disappeared and he remembers meeting me several times before I lost my memory. I've been investigating the sacred treasure of the Kujo family donated to the Heavenly Buddha Project. When I met him 10 days ago, the mark was already on my arm and I told him she gave it to me, but I'd already forgotten her name by then. Yasuoka sent a new mark bearer, Daimon, to the mansion. He talks about a mysterious being called the Cannon Soldier. He learned about it from clinical records during World War II. Those documents also mention a scar similar to the mark. Everyone who had it worked in a specific army research facility. Oh wait, no, that was literally it. I started reading the first page. So long as he doesn't poke our eye out. By the way, y'all are all good, right? Survive. Oh, survived. So I guess Banshee can't die. That's good to know. So everyone lives. Everyone lives. Nobody dies. Unless I decide to kill Hiro later, so that way I can see the bad ending. Alright, so I guess we're returned to Kujo Mansion. Everyone survived. Everyone lives, just this once. Now, the mansion's out of the way. Banshee clambers into the back seat of the car. His heavy scent fills the enclosed space. Ah, I can finally catch my breath. Now then, driver, take us to the forest by H Castle. The Kodos. One. The gang's all here. Now kill them all. I got really pretty lips. Just saying. I drive down the familiar road. All lights along the way are strangely green. We reach our destination without me having to slow down the car once. The engine chugs along. I feel the wheels of fate turning like those on the car I'm riding. Unmei no. 10 days ago, I promise. In exchange for you buying me an extra order of almond jelly, if you did forget everything, I'd take you to H Shrine. Sounds like I prepared for everything. But if I was that careful, why didn't I leave myself a clue? Why prepare if I was just going to forget? Did the curse progress faster than expected, so there wasn't time? Well, at least past you was clever. Or did someone get rid of it? Mary. Mary. But if I had business at H Shrine, why didn't I go there while I still had my memories? Something about timing. Waiting for some magic summer cleaning or to clear away impurity. I was Masamune Kujo. Or Murasame. Which one's the brother and which one's the dad? I think it was Murasame. Murasame Kujo. I like Kazuo Yashiki a little bit better, just because it's like it's a nice name. Suddenly my old self echoes in my head. I speak the words out loud slowly as realization dawns. The summer purification rites. Their rites held at shrines to exorcise evil. On the last day of June, you pass through woven reeds to cleanse yourself. I was trying to use that ritual to exorcise the impurity. Well, at least it's coming back. Ah, gotcha. Luckily, today's the 1st of July, so the rites or whatever are done. Should be no problem now. Exorcise the impurity, huh? What kind of impurity was I trying to cleanse? The more I learn, the less I understand. My previous self is like a complete stranger to me. Well, considering you don't remember your past self, that makes sense. Koros! How many times have I come to this forest now? I mean, a lot. Considering I kept leaving and coming back to get different partners. And this forest has been, like, a major plot point in 2 of the cases we've done. The creepy arch and thick trees look the same as always. You know where each shrine is, yeah? Lead the way. You've never been there? First I heard of it was 10 days ago. You know, I just thought of, I think I just saved over, whenever I got control, I'm pretty sure I just saved over, like, hero, the save before the boss fight. Fuck. Banshee and I push through the vegetation and make our way down the beast trail. We pass under the stone Torii gate. I'll check if it lets me, and finally arrive at the desolate H shrine. The few headless Buddha statues that are left shine in the light of the flashlight. So the statues used in the project were stolen from here? Yeah, that's right. Is it really true the statues are connected to the mark somehow? I've considered the possibility that the mark was caused by their divine wrath, but 10 days ago... You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. This course I've been following this whole time. Then at some point I had to have been fed a huge lie. Mary was the one who said it was possible that the Buddha statues are what did it. She was deflecting. Oh my god. She's not in the cute fucking doll shell anymore, too. She probably looks fucking terrifying. Well, what could it be? A shudder runs through me at some point. It feels like I'm looking into the depths of hell. You said 10 days ago that the altar holds something important. Something about needing to keep it here to exorcise the impurity. He approaches the small altar and puts his hand on the sliding door. Huh? What's going on here? The thing's empty. Don't ask me. It was already gone when I was here earlier. Well, that's darn weird. You said there was a cloth pouch? That was inside? What was inside? A small fist-sized statue, a ninjabutsu or something. It was the Go Shintai for the shrine. The Kujo had used it in the shelter to stop the mess 50 years ago. And again, it's the Kujo family. They must have strong ties to the mark. Well, horse-strong ties to you. Well, this is all about all I can do for you. At least it was enough to pay off the dessert. We should head back, son. Right. I'm still unsure about what my old self was thinking, but it's clear whatever plan I had didn't work. Where did the ninjabutsu go? On the way back, I feel reluctant to go. I keep turning to look toward the shrine. Each time I do, Banshee hurries me onto the forest entrance. Well, this is where we part ways. You're not going to ride back with me? I'm going to be honest with you. I got a bit car sick on the way here. Flat roads were fine, but the curves and hills did me in. I just got a nice meal, and I'd hate to throw it up, so I'll walk back. But it's pretty far from here. Kids are such wimps these days. When I was young, I used to walk across the Himalayas all the time. This ain't nothing. His laugh is loud enough for the whole forest to hear. He waves and leaves me alone. Once he's out of sight, I get into the car. Ah, the Love Hotel. It's been a while. Let's call Mashita. Or Diamond. I pull out the deserted parking lot and drive back to the mansion. Or I, if she's old enough. As I count the streetlights passing by, I go over everything Banshee told me. 50 years ago in the shelter, the cannon soldier went berserk, but it wasn't because of the army's experiments, it was her. Mary. I mean, it has to be Mary. The blonde fucking hair, the Western style cushion that matches the couch that Mary always sat on. Like, who the fuck else is it? The army was unable to stand up to the threat of her and the soldier. The Kujo family head used the Nenjibutsu to settle everything. However, she still exists in this time period. He's very sweet and reminds me of all the really kindly homeless guys I ran into in living Boston. Aw. Well, no, it said that Banshee survived, so I'm pretty sure he's okay. She was the one who gave me my mark. Before I lost my memories, I was planning on using the Nenjibutsu like they did before. I left it at 8 shrines so it could be cleansed of its impurity. Somewhere along the line, it went missing. The past me probably couldn't have predicted that would happen. I'm almost back at Kujo Mansion. As my drive comes to an end, I focus on what the most important detail is. That's right, who she is. I have a hunch about her identity, but I can't be sure yet. And that definitely proves that she was there. 50 years ago, she made this cannon soldier move down the shelter. The Kujo family's head sealed her. They would have brought her to the mansion. The sacred objects for the project of which she was one were returned to the Kujos. I gripped the steering wheel tighter. If there were any way to defeat her, it just has to be in the mansion. I don't have any solid proof, but the fragments of my memories are whispering to me. This is the live or die music, and it's freaking me out. Please no live or die. I mean, they're probably gonna give me one. The entrance doesn't look any different. My mark burns. The sharp pain nearly brings me to my knees. That's the look of the mark whenever it's gonna kill someone. She's coming. It seems she has no intention of hiding her presence any longer. New info is added to the spirit file in pursuit of the truth. Okay, I didn't. I saved on a different slot, thank God, because this says 25, and this is 30. Yeah. I'm just like, ah. But yeah, we saved everybody. The last time I saw Banshee, I told him that if I completely forgot everything, he should take me to H Shrine. He says I wanted to recover some Nenjibutsu thing that was there. But when we arrived, the Nenjibutsu was oddly missing. All of the effort I went through to prevent the mark from causing havoc was wasted. But I feel like I'm getting closer to the truth I've been pursuing. I've defeated 5 spirits now since I first came to Kujo Mansion, but none were the one that gave me my mark. So where exactly is she, this she that I need to face? My old self knew and prepared something to help, but me with no memory. Then there must be a way to stop her. Don't be afraid. I've got to trust in myself. She mad you took her cushion? I know, right? I don't have shit. I have a gun with blank. Where am I supposed to go at a time like this? She's right over there. That's a perfect translation, by the way. That's exactly what she said. Mary's voice is soft. I know now. Behind those words is hidden an intense lust for blood. came back to life rather quickly.
You gave me nearly a whole day, more than enough time. I admit that Rabbit's attack surprised me, but unexpected events can themselves be rather enjoyable.
When I had brought Mary to H Shrine, we caught sight of the rabbit there, and might have suspected Mary's true nature.
That rabbit, its great love for you pushed it into recklessness.
It was probably Saya. Saya trying to protect me! Good little sister. I mean, I was right about Mary giving me the mark. So, until the game plot twists me again, I'm gonna assume I was right about everything else. What was that rabbit really?
Determine that for yourself. Who are you? Know that, and the answer will come. Though it is impossible, so long as you bear the mark I gave you.
Mary gave me the mark. I mean, shit. I had a hunch, but hearing it from her lips fills me with dread. I trusted you! Just what you're trying to accomplish. To be fair, though, I did trust Mary at first. I thought she gave us the mark, but I thought that maybe something else was giving spirits the ability to mark people, and she marked us to kind of coerce her into helping others. And that was gonna be the twist, but no, she's just crazy and bloodthirsty like all the other ones. So never mind.
Dragging the living to the depths of despair before killing them. I believe I explained that is a spirit's utmost desire and joy. And I had your cooperation with achieving that.
Cooperate? That's ridiculous.
Oh, have you not realized yet?
The rules.
You did bring those pathetic mark bearers directly to the spirits, did you not? They feared the spirit's existence, trembled in the face of death. I savored the taste of that fear and despair. Most delicious.
You had all of us help out. Just to terrify the mark bearers even more?
Clearly. I could have waited for the curses to complete if I only wanted them dead. That is not the only lie. Mark bearers must stay in small groups, do not contact outsiders. All my instructions were to drive you into a state of emergency.
My God, she literally Stockholm syndromed us to where we were wholly dependent on her and terrified of everything else because just talking to other people or being around other people could get us killed. That's awful. You're awful. That is actually awful. I mean, I thought she was good. She's a manipulative snake.
And not once did you doubt me.
Shit. I bet she's telling me all of this because she wants me terrified with how hopeless the situation I find myself in is. You know, you bitch, I trusted you. I'm frozen in place and I know my face must be as pale as death. She must be loving this. Don't tell me you created all those spirits just to accomplish that.
Indeed. When Lady Christie believed divine wrath was the cause of the mark, I had never been more amused. Her foolishness was so delightful. I just had to come along with you.
So you lied.
Of course. How could a pile of broken statues possibly do anything?
To be fair, I'm kind of glad that wasn't the story because that like angry Buddha storyline was getting really ridiculous. Like I was like, this is turning into Corpse Party 3. Oh my God. You cruel bitch. I could be imagining it, but I feel like she hesitated for a moment there. Like what when she said that? How could a pile of broken statues possibly do anything?
"50 years ago, I was sealed away by the head of the Cujo family. I awoke here 5 years ago. At the time, I was still unable to speak and communicate, but it seems my awakening alone caused a number of ripples. Those who died unfortunate deaths on cursed land became monstrous spirits. The H elementary abuse, the honeybee mass suicide, Seiko's assault and suicide, they all happened 5 years ago. I finally regained my full power a little over a month ago. Then the Buddha statue connected to me 50 years ago began moving. The woman killed by the statue was also influenced by my power. That must be the cannon soldier in Tsukawa. Tsukawa believed it was a divine oracle from the soldier when it really had been Mary. She did as the great Asura said and transformed herself into Miss Zoo. So Mary literally just like talked to this bitch and turned her into a crazy... Wow. She's so manipulative. That's nuts. I was fooled. And that's hard to do in games. Lollies can't be trusted, damn it. Once my strength returned, I again bestowed my power on spirits. Like, okay, I did entertain the thought that her giving us the mark could have been malicious, but I didn't like, that didn't make sense to me because I was like, what would she have to gain from this? But I forgot that at the very beginning she was like, and I kind of caught on to that, like, right at the end, but at the same time I was like, that's still really hard to wrap my head around. Like, that her marking us would be malicious. Once my strength returned, I again bestowed my power on spirits. It connects humans to me and manipulates them into a panic. The mark. I know you've been toying with us, but well, was there really a need to make us be connected to you in some way? Of course. By being in direct contact with you, I could taste your fear. Even now. Are you scared of me, Lord Yashiki? I mean, I feel like if I'm honest, I'm just gonna stay silent because I don't want to humor her, but at the same time she'll know if I'm lying. So you are terrified to the extent that it steals your speech. Her porcelain face cracks. Oh my god, no. I don't want it. Like, her fucking body's gonna explode and out's gonna come some eldritch horror nightmare. I'm not ready for it. Ever since you declared that you would fight the mark, I have waited eagerly for this day. Over the past 10 days, I have tasted your fear through the mark. Thick and syrupy, as sweet as honey. Each savored morsel made me want to smash you to pieces. But I waited. I am not so foolish as to kill a goose that lays golden eggs. But I cannot take it anymore. Like crushing a ripe fruit and sipping its juices. I want to break you down and savor your sweet fear. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, the lights went out. Fuck me, we're fucked. We're fucked! We're fucked! The mark has dyed deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in. Oh my god, my thoughts blur together suddenly. Fuck. What happens to a mark bearer right before dawn? I've seen it many times. Oh shit, now we're gonna be high. I need a partner to slap me, but I don't have one. Is that what's happening to me now? If one of my partners wants to fly through the woodwork and save my ass, now would be the time. Lord Yashiki, wait for me. Oh, kill. I can hear Mary stand up over by the sofa. Fuck! At this rate, the rabbit's fate will be mine too. Where's our detective husbando? Fucking Mashita, come and punt the lolly. Alright, he left.
have to run away. Check within the red in my room. What? Saya? Saya's room? Because the bloodstain's in her room. Something whispers in my ear. That's right, that voice. But what does my room mean? Focus. Who does that voice belong to? Yasuoka, she said it was someone who loved me. Live! Or die! 80, please. Mary's coming closer. Where should I run? Saya's room! Saya's room! Saya's room! Run! I sprint at full speed up the stairs and fly into Saya's room. Oh my god. Much like the entrance hall, it's dark. The voice said, check within the red in my room. Is something there? But where should I look? The blood stain, you dipshit. The floor! I have so much soul power. I'm glad that I kept it all because Sayakuja's blood stain is still on the floor. It's obviously dry at this, but by this point in time. There might be something lying on top of it. I can't be sure as it's too dark. Nothing was there last time I was here. Picking it up, I discover that it's a small pouch. Inside is a heart that... It's the ninja butsu! I move over the moonlight to see it better. It's all like bloody and crap. It's a small Buddha statue. It can't be. Is this the ninja butsu? It seems to be stained with blood, and I get an ominous feeling from it. The impurity, it hasn't been exorcised yet. Well, exorcise that shit. Go find some prayer beads. Like, I don't know, say some Hail Marys. Pray to RNG. I don't know. I instinctively know the instant I see it. My mind is suddenly flooded with all of my memories from the Nenjibutsu one after another. 50 years ago, the head of the Kujo family used it to seal I love how, like, conveniently all of my memories, like, of how to use this thing come back at once. That's convenient. He put the Nenjibutsu inside her to seal her. Then, about a month ago, someone took it out. That person was me. Why? Why would you do that? You're an actual idiot. Because of that, Mary regained her powers. Why are you a fucking idiot? Why are you bringing back the Satan doll? Why did we unleash this thing on all of humanity? Are we a fucking idiot? Congratulations, you're a fucking idiot. So, this is all our fault then. I thought maybe like the seal broke by itself or something since it was like 50 years old. The Nenjibutsu in my hand looks exactly as it did back then, full of impurity. Impurity that's built up from sealing Mary's power for 50 years. To cleanse it, I left the Nenjibutsu at the uncontaminated aged shrine. It would take time to exorcise all the impurity. It's already July, the summer purification rite is over. So why is it still impure? Because somebody took it out. Mary probably took it. The object the rabbit had in its mouth. Oh, I thought that the rabbit had the key. I thought, okay, well, whatever. It could have been carrying the pouch then instead of the master key. The Nenjibutsu was taken away from the aged shrine before the beginning of July. Maybe the rabbit saw Mary by the shrine and was scared that she would find it. So it had no choice but to steal it away. The door to the adjacent room opens. Mary must be looking for me. Fuck! I'd jump out the window at this point. Like, fuck my legs. And crawl my happy ass to the fucking garage and drive the car away. But she can sense the presence of the mark bearers. What's going on? Wait, is it possible that Saya's blood is protecting me? Oh. Bring it to where I met my end. Oh my god, like the rabbit! So we need to take it back to the entrance hall. The voice whispers in my ear again. If this isn't where the voice's owner died, they must have met their end elsewhere. There's only one other place. While Mary's in the room next door, I sprint down the entrance hall. Okay, cool. Make a beeline for Mary's sofa and the spot where the rabbit died. The voice that spoke to me and helped me every time the spirit was closing in. If Saya was working through anything, it must have been that rabbit. Sensing something, I looked down at my hand. The Nenjibutsu's impurity is gone. Saya, if you were this strong, girl. Is this what you've been telling me, Saya? I speak to the departed woman who's guided me as I struggled without the memories. Put the Nenjibutsu, the source of the doll's curse. Press it to the black mark. Oh my god! It's on her right arm. It's on her right arm. I was like, hang on, let me try to remember that picture. I was like, okay. Because she's facing me, and it was like on the bottom. So I like swiveled to her direction, and if it was over here, it was on her right arm. Then the whispers stop. The floorboards creak ominously. I raise my head to the staircase, rising into the darkness before me. I don't like it. 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 The dark figure stands on the landing.
Kazuka Mitsuketa.
Ah, fuck! Ah, fuck! The mark scorches me. Ah! My head goes blank. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Mary's coming closer. My body won't listen to me. Ah! Fuck!
Ah, Lord Yashiki.
Mary closes her hands around my neck. She's going to kill me. I squeeze the Nenjibutsu and the fog that's impending my thoughts lifts. It's still a struggle to think. I should be able to move my arm now. Put the Nenjibutsu on the source of the curse. I only have one chance. Where should I stick it? It's her right arm. Her right arm. Oh, it better be the right arm. It better be the fucking right arm. I managed to drag my impossibly heavy arm and stick the Nenjibutsu on Mary's right arm. She's hiding it. Yeah, that's definitely her right arm. I was like, wait, where the fuck was her? But I'm sure that's where the black mark was. Marks bloom on Mary one after another. They're all the color of blood. It's like they're the curses of those she killed. Holy fucking shit. It's a good thing I have an eye for detail. If I had not remembered that picture, we would have died there. Because, like, arm, yeah, but Mary shatters into dust. Did I really do it? I hesitantly looked down at my right arm. The mark's gone. Nice job, you killed a doll. I still love mine. I still love mine. I did it. I finally did it. I have to say it out loud to convince myself. A victory at the expense of Saya's life. I can't claim it's completely over, but there's no harm being relieved for now. Oh, the memories. The fog clouding my head clears away. My memories slowly return to me. I look around the dimly lit hall again. I know this mansion well. It's my house, of course. Because I'm... The clock on the second floor begins chiming wildly like it did 10 days ago. When I make my way to it, it stops, almost as if it had a will of its own. That's right, this grandfather clock. I think a skilled ancestor of the Cujo family crafted it. That one chisel may have been used to make it. That's right, inside this clock. I open the door and stick my hand inside. My finger brushes something hard. Oh my, it's a glory hole. No. Masha does that, you. Taking it out, I realize it's a voice recorder. I press the play button.
聞こえているだろうか。九条正宗だ。
It's a man's voice, a voice I know all too well. It's my voice. Fucking! What did I fucking say? What did I actually say? I decided to leave this record behind in case something should happen. That doll may dispose of any files or documents. I'm banking on her overlooking a piece of technology. As I listen, I start to remember recording this. I'd done it right before I received the mark from Mary. Now, where should I begin? It started 5 years ago, 2 years after I became the Cujo family head. My sister Saya and I found a doll in a wood box while sorting the warehouse. The moment I broke the seal and saw her, I could sense something sinister. But it took a while longer to fully understand what she truly is. If only there had been records. But the great-grandfather who sealed her didn't leave any before his early death. Because of that, his descendants weren't told about the doll. I managed to learn the doll had been loaned to an army lab during the war. A strange old man who lived in an underground shelter told me. Then I went overseas to try to get more information on the doll. But I got into an accident while away and was presumed missing. So Saya became the new family head. I wasn't able to contact her until after she had inherited the title. It wasn't something worth contesting, so I explained everything and had her keep the facade that I was missing. Public records still stated Masamune Kujo was still very much alive, of course. I couldn't have used my passport or license otherwise. I love how, like, they're putting this shit in literally just so nobody is like, but plot hole though. I'm off topic. Sorry. I only just returned to the country last week. Other psychics abroad all agreed it would be bad to leave the doll be. An Enjibutsu inside the doll still suppressed its cursed power, but I realized it was almost at its limit. If I left it alone, it would crumble. Then it'd be impossible to suppress the cursed power of the doll. Okay. So he took it out to purify it. That was the worst case scenario. But what was to be done? The answer I came up with was to remove the Nenjibutsu from the doll temporarily. Its impurity would be cleansed after a month stored in a pure area, and then I'll place it back in the doll. If I succeed, the doll's power will be sealed for a few more decades. But the problem is that 1 month, I have no idea what kind of curse will be released when the doll's unsealed. I'll do what I can to prevent disasters, but my power can't compare to the Nenjibutsu. I can't guarantee anything. There may be victims again, like the tragedy 50 years ago. But this is a necessary evil. So he did it knowing that it could very well get people killed. But he had literally no other choice. Because if the doll broke, they would have no way of stopping her just in general. It must be done in order to prevent even more people from falling victim. After this, I'll disassemble the doll and remove the Nenjibutsu. I'll pray everything goes according to plan and worst of evils is avoided. I hope this record isn't needed. But if the one listening to this is a loved one who's fallen victim to the curse, then I'm very sorry. The recording ends there. Damn it. I clench my fist so hard my nails dig into my palms. Yes, the voice on the tape was mine, but I'm furious with it. I don't know that person at all. The mark has claimed so many victims over the past month. I even lost my little sister, Saya. Was she just another inevitable victim that the voice spoke of? Yudu-sanai. To be fair, though, it did have to be done. Like, if the ninja butsu broke and you have no idea how to, like, then there would be no stopping her and you'd be dead and everybody and their mama who had the mark would probably be dead. Or if they weren't dead, when you were dead, she'd probably go after them and kill them afterward. Like, no matter what way to Sunday you look at it, this had to be done. It had to be done. I'm Kazuo Yashiki, but I'm also Masamune Kujo. I understand why he felt as if he had to do that. It was his fate. The Kujo family are forever linked to that cursed doll. Oh, the cannon soldier. I fought 2 fucking bosses. End of chapter 5. Nuts. 2 months have passed. Okay, hang on. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer is almost over. I've spent my time putting the case of the mark to rest as best as I can. I put Saya to rest by burying the rabbit and contacted the surviving mark bearers. Putting the Buddha statues in places of honor was also one of those tasks. Aww. They weren't connected to the mark after all, but I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christy would keep quiet about the statues. So with her guidance and Yasuoka, Daimon, and Banshee's help, I carried the broken statues out of the shelter and returned them to 8 Shrine. So, Christy, Yasuoka, Daimon, and Banshee helped get the statues and bury them and stuff, and maybe held a memorial for them. Did we go out drinking with Mashita? Real fucking... By now, my memory's completely returned. Things didn't quite go as originally planned, but at least the danger has passed. Are we dating him now? I mean, honestly, I could be his sugar daddy. Look at this house! I don't think my decision as Masamune Kujo was wrong, but at times, waves of powerlessness and despondency overwhelm me. Oh my god, no. Now we have, like, depression and anxiety. Fuck. We saved the world from a horrible evil. And all that I sacrificed was my self-esteem and independence. The only sacrifice I have is now I have crippling depression and anxiety. A small price to pay for the world. When I think of the victims of the mark, and of Sai in particular, my chest hurts. Aw. And a dead sister, that too. We also lost... Oh my god, that's gonna suck. Like, his survivor's guilt must actually be awful. We saved the world. At what cost? It's like... Like... past Kazuo, like, Kujo's like, did you do it? And Yashiki's like, yes, I did. Kujo's like, what did it cost? And Yashiki's like, everything. But what did it cost? Everything. I want to do something for them as the new head of the Kujo family. That's right. That fucking sucks. And he's the last heir. Well, time to make babies. Gotta make babies. Or adopt one. What the fuck? Your face is all blotted out. About the memories I've regained. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. What? He's fucking Slenderman. What the hell? About the memories I've regained. I became the Kujo family head 7 years ago. I'll admit, I was a bit of a recluse. I mean, same. It's fine. I left the public appearances to Saya, preferring to stay out of the spotlight. Oh my god, when he's actually me. When he's actually me. What? I have to fucking make appearances? Can't I have a representative? Oh my god, I identify with him on like a spiritual level. The only photos of me are from small local newspapers. I uncovered Mary by accident in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. Yeah, accidentally uncovering like the woes of humanity. Mood. I was cleaning in my house and then I found Eldritch Horror Nightmares in the closet. Literally me. I was a discovery that changed my life. I traveled extensively abroad in order to learn more about Mary. In one country, I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. Oh, fuck. Even worse, that country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveler. What, like they John Doe'd you? Is that what... Did you just not have your wallet on you when you died? Or when you got into an accident? I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck, or if Mary's curse had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Sai had already become the new head. The rest was as the tape said. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. Like, I was like, did they John Doe you? Like, what do you mean, unidentified traveler? They just kept you in the hospital until you came back. All of my efforts to suppress her powers were completely useless. My memories unraveled faster than I thought. How did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says a spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residence in a doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she came to be known by the head of the Cujos. He either didn't know of the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. The seething grudges of the experiment's victims and the Buddha statues, they may have triggered her awakening. Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains she altered many people's fates. Mine and the Mark Bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving Mark Bearers. Speaking of, let's see how they're doing. Dun, 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 dun. Moe Watanabe became a part-time writer for her favorite magazine, OP Arts Monthly. Oop. And I oop. She sometimes comes to Cujo Mansion to interview me about spirits and ghosts. Aw. You're like her, well, you are the head of a spirit medium family or whatever. Tsukasa Yoshida is studying every day for the middle school exams next year. How do you know this? What, did you like call his parents? He bragged in his letter to me about how well he did on the national mock test. Oh, you're like his pen pal. He writes you letters. That's kind of adorable. Little kid writes me letters. Maybe a little creepy. He's the one doing it though, so shit. Mashita! Satoru Mashita bought me a drink, like he promised, and now we're dating. Seems he's thinking about becoming a private detective. He actually asked me if I wanted to join him. Was he serious? I don't know for sure. Do it, 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 do it. That could be, well, not the sequel. Maybe like, I don't know, like that could have its own fucking spin-off game. Could you imagine? It'd be perfect. That's exactly what I wanted out of this. That is exactly what I wanted out of this game. I was like, Basha just stayed behind and is helping me. We're gonna be like fucking we're spirit bros, spirit detectives. And then he left and I was like, oh. Mashita! Spirit cops. Sho Nagashima is picking fights, riding his bike, and doing whatever he wants as usual. So he's just overall being a shithead. Great, but recently, out of the blue, I heard he's joined the neighborhood baseball team. Cool. Good for him. Chrissy Arimura has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs. She's trying to get back into the industry. I mean, flaunt it, girl. Suzumori Miya was able to see her father. Lately, she started asking me for advice on how to get her parents to reconcile. I don't know if, like, you're a recluse, single Mashi and Joe, spirit detectives. I have no idea if I helped at all, but she says they sometimes have meals together now. Aw. Well, good for her. Eita Nakamatsu has gone back to surfing the BBS every day, as usual, but what's new is he's been stopping by the city employment center. I guess he wants to get a steady job and be a role model for Suzu. Best of luck for him. Best of luck to him. A day doesn't go by that I don't see Ai Kashiwagi on TV as part of Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens alone at my age. It's like, just, you're gonna be that, like, random old dude, like, that's surrounded by a bunch of teenagers at, like, I don't know, a Justin Bieber concert. Sawako Yasuoka is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza. Apparently she believes I have spiritual powers or something. She keeps sending me customers with spirit problems to the mansion. I wish she'd stop. I mean, do you help them, though? Should Mashita help you with that, though? Private detective, though. He could at least work on money with you, though. It's like when Grandpa went to see the Jonas Brothers. Aw, that's cute, though. Madoka Hiro spends her days working as a researcher while also visiting the shelter. Her and Banshee squabble a lot, but I wish he'd stop complaining to me about it. I see him just morose in a corner covered in Love and Hero merch. Truth. Shuji Daimon seems to be doing better now, like a weight's been lifted off his chest. He's in the process of convincing officials to publicize the shelter and build a memorial for it. Banshee Ito has returned to his beloved underground shelter. He stops by the mansion sometimes, filling the place with his scent. Baby? Why are you crying? She just started crying, like, really loud. Of course he comes to beg me for food. He smells like bread. Now then. I finish my break and return to the workbench in the corner of the room. Over the past 2 months, Mary has managed to repair herself. Her power hasn't completely come back yet, but she's still extremely frightening. The Nenjutsu alone won't be enough to continue sealing her powers in the years to come. I must prepare extra spiritual measures. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today I finally finished. So he smells like a yeast infection. Once everything is complete, I replace the Nenjutsu inside Mary. Finally, it's over. I pick Mary up and put her in the wood box. 5 years. This all started when I opened the lid of this box. Mary stares up at me from the depths of the box. I have no idea if she's aware of what's happening right now. But there's no doubt she'll regain her powers when the Nenjutsu wears out decades from now. Well, the way, Yashiki or Kujo, I don't know what I should call him now. Like, the way he explains it is, he smells like bread. That's what he said. So I was like, so he smells like yeast? I'm determined to find a way to destroy this cursed doll before that happens. Until that day. You need to stay asleep, Mary. I got the good ending. Achievement unlocked. Death mark. N. Oh! Whales Gate. Okay, that was honestly like a really good game, and we're not even done because I need to play the 6th chapter bad. We're not playing it tonight, obviously, because it's like 2 a.m. and my throat is kind of killing me. But that was really good. Honestly, if it stopped here, that's a pretty good 10 out of 10. Like, honestly, for a visual novel and what it was, like, it was a really good game. Like, the story was great, the characters were really great, and they were very different, but But at the same time, like, they didn't all look like anime characters. I'm talking like we didn't have anybody who had like bright green hair and like purple eyes or some shit. Just because like they couldn't actually like make the characters look different. That's not to say that it's bad when people do that. It's just they all looked they all had like, you know, the standard like, you know, Asian features with dark hair, dark eyes, but at the same time they had their own quirkiness to them that I can definitely appreciate. They did all have massive tits without their clothes on, though. Okay, maybe like a 9.5 out of 10 because real talk, there were titties every chapter. Like, I've seen so much tit, and I was like, Twitch, don't ban me. This isn't a hentai, I promise. But I was like, Twitch, please don't ban me. It's not a hentai. It's a horror game. But, yeah, I genuinely, aside from that little part where it just felt so out of place. The gallery has been added. You're able to view the in-game illustrations. What? Data is being saved. Okay. Wait. What was happening? And now a lot of time has passed. What's happening? What? The muted chirping of incense. I thought it was done! They rolled the credits. Did they just throw me into chapter 6? I think they just threw me into chapter 6. I 10 out of 10 think they just threw me into chapter 6. Unless this is like a post-credit scene. The muted chirping of insects gently drift along a breeze that enters the mansion. It's cool enough to sleep through the night again. So it's when it's getting to be the fall then. It's nearly autumn after all. Okay. I stare out the window at the unchanging scenery without really seeing it. Just sit in my house. Clouds in the distance rumble with thunder. As if on cue, a chill wind brushes up against the window pane. Yeah, that's a perfect translation. It's like rain again. Mata, like again, and then ameka, rain, question mark. I comment because otherwise it feels like I'm in a dream. It's as if a stranger is speaking. I stare at the leaden sky. Even though I'm resting in a chair, I feel like I'm somewhere far away. When I shift, I see out of the corner of my eye the stack of books piled on the desk. Some are pretty difficult to get my hands on. But I don't feel like reading them anymore. I mean, Yashiki, I know a lot happened, but maybe you should go see a therapist. Like, I don't know. Like, something. Like, past 10 days were pretty shit, and you were already, like, a recluse to begin with, like, before you got your memories back, and now that you got your memories back, and I know you're probably, like, in mourning because you lost your sister, and, like, so many people died, and it was kind of your fault because you opened up the doll, even though you didn't really have a choice. Like, the Survivor's Guild, like, the mourning, and, like, your just natural despondency worry me. I could read all of them, and none will give me any type of clue. That's all I've learned after all this time wasted. The longer I try, the further away it gets. That thing sleeping in the wooden box. Oh, that too! You've got a murder doll chilling in the attic. I head downstairs to make myself some coffee. There's a sudden knock at the door. That hollow sound doesn't bring back good memories. It used to signal the arrival of new mark bearers to the mansion. But that's all in the past now. This is chapter 6. Did they, like, just throw me into the DLC chapter? I was kind of hoping. Just a little bit. Just kind of hoping. That I could just save the game and just start the chapter, like, up fresh tomorrow. But I guess we're doing this. I swing the door open. Standing in front of me is... It's Moe. Hiya. Well, yeah, good day. Moe Watanabe. Is now a good time, mister? Oh, if it isn't, just tell me and I'll leave you alone. Yeah, it's fine. Moe flashes a carefree smile and steps inside with a pep in her step. Just her presence makes this place feel less gloomy. With a start, I realize that Moe isn't my only visitor. Oh my god. Oh my god, never mind. Maybe this is like a posting. Are we gonna have a party? Are y'all gonna come to my house and have a party? Cool, I need that. Like, maybe this is a post-credit scene. Like, because I saved everyone, maybe everybody's gonna come in and be like... I'm sorry for coming without contacting you. Tsukasa, this is rare. Why are you here? It'd been a while since we met up, so we talked about what happened. And obviously the topic came to you, so I told him that I visited you a lot and that he should come with me. No big deal, right? You know what? I'll be nice to the kids. Because, I don't know. I was just getting bored. Of course I don't mind. I was just getting bored. Yeah, I figured as much. You seem the type with time on your hands. I live in a fucking mansion. I don't even have to work, probably. Like, I feel like I'm a trust fund kid. I haven't seen them both together since the Mark. Moe's come by sometimes for interviews and the like for an occult magazine. But this is the first time I've seen Tsukasa since then. I wasn't really concerned over him, but I'll admit I'm relieved to see he's alright. I'm glad to see you're well. Have you gotten the chance to relax? I have. But aren't you busy with entrance exams? Do you have time to waste doing this? Breaks are important. As an adult, you should understand that. Yeah, you're right. I glance over to see Moe staring at me. What is it? It's just, I'm working hard at my job too. You don't have anything to say? Oh, I know you are. Trust me, I know you are. You've barreled your way in here several times already. That doesn't sound very encouraging. Oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to be encouraging. Shit. But no way am I a match for Tsukasa. He works crazy hard. He was first in the recent mock tests. That's only natural. After all, I have a goal. I have goals, unlike you peons. The fuck does that mean? The fuck does that mean? Of course I was first. I have a goal. Fuck all the other kids. They're all stupid as hell. This fucking kid. You do? I've never heard it. Oh, I've never heard him mention it. Or maybe I should say I never expected him to say he has a goal. You have something you're trying to accomplish? My parents were lawyers, so I was thinking of entering the judicial profession, but like law? Was thinking, huh? Has he changed his mind then? Wow, that's a cool dream. Jurassic, so you like dinosaurs. Oh, Moe, ooh. Tsukasa's glare is full of content. Not Jurassic, judicial, as in working and dealing with the law. Oh my god, this child. This child can turn from really sweet to Satan in like 2 seconds. Oh, I missed that face. I didn't, but... Are you really in high school, Moe? I've never been at a loss for words before. To be honest, now I'm not so sure. If possible, I'd like to ask you for your opinion, mister. Is that alright? I don't mind, but I'm kind of surprised. Who'd think Tsukasa would ask me for advice? Aw, we're like his sensei. That incident, I was wrapped up and started it. Now I know there are so many incomprehensible things in this world. I'm considering going into science in order to elucidate them. But my parents, I feel like it would be difficult to tell them. I mean, science is a pretty good fucking career. You can go into, like, medical science, then you can make a killing, and then your parents can, like, eat shit. Because Then you'll be rich and you follow your dream. No doctor, only lawyer. To be fair, if the kid's like literally like, I want to leave law school to become a scientist, I mean, that's still some pretty good fucking money, especially if he's going to like bioscience, like any of the biosciences, like biology, if he's going into medical, like, he make a lot of money. And free healthcare. Then again, I think Japan already has that. You bring shame onto this family, Nighty.
You don't seem like someone who has much in the way of work experience.
No, I inherited this house.
What do you think I should do?
I would think it over. You're young. You're like, isn't he 9? He's 9 years old and he's having a crisis on whether or not he wants to be a doctor or a lawyer. I feel like he should just think it over. And like, you know, maybe in a couple of years when he actually has to pick a fucking major, then, like, if he has to pick a college, then, you know, you can kind of start leaning. Like, wait till high school. It's difficult to say. Everything that's happened could just have shaken him up. It might be good to talk it out with his family and think on it before deciding. So that's what I tell him.
I see, it's true. I have time. Thank you very much. I feel a bit better now.
I have no idea if my advice was really helpful or not, but Tsukasa bows politely to me. Great, you good now? Your future's bright, unlike this old guy here, so don't worry too much. Bitch, do you see where you're standing? This house probably costs more than your life. This house is more than, like, my life is worth. Like, back up.
That's not true. I'm sure he also has a bright...
They both look at me. Nope, can't picture it. Rude. But that's what makes him approachable. So he's good to vent at least.
But there definitely are things that only he can do.
Tsukasa up here like being my little man. Moe, what the hell? I saved your ass from like a freaking rose whip ghost. Like, how rude can you be? Honestly, I can't think of any myself. I can make a good pot of coffee, but that's not really what they're talking about.
I mean, there's that doll.
Tsukasa falls silent. It seems my expression gave me away.
Have you not made much progress?
Nothing I can share at the moment. I've researched everything I can. Mary's true identity is as elusive as smoke. I still haven't managed to find clues. So I'm taking a bit of a break right now. Well, there is a sequel game, so maybe it'll touch up on it. Or something. Like, all I really know about this sequel game is it's like, this is gonna be like a flagship series, it feels like, where it's in the same universe. Or they have the same themes, but other than that, like, completely new cast of characters, completely different setting. Maybe not completely different setting, they're both in Japan. But still, like, nothing really clashes. Like, you don't have to play this to play the next one, is, what I've heard. Or maybe the DLC chapter is going to close this. Who the fuck knows? I'm glossing over it, but to be honest, any sort of tension has vanished. My rest hasn't relaxed me. It's more like I'm a balloon that lost all its air. I know that feel. That is a mood. If I was risking my life and facing death every day, it might be different, but right now, my determination to move forward that I had back then is gone.
That's so... I'm sorry. I had no idea.
Then it might be best for you to rest and relax a bit. How about a trip to improve your mood? You might get a good idea. I'm about to reply to that when... Another knock? It's a party in here. Everyone's gonna come. This little boy looks... like me as a little girl, but with black hair instead of tawny brown. Aww. It's cute. Who could that be? The whole damn Mark Bearer Club, apparently. Mashita, though? Like, is it Mashita? Because, like, Moe and Tsukasa came first. So maybe it's gonna be Mashita? I love Mashita. Yes! Who is it? Moe calls out playfully like she lives here and skips over to the answer the door. Mashita, 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 Mashita.
邪魔するぞ
Oh, well, it's a man. It's either Diamond or Mashita with how smooth that sounded. The brusque voice belongs to... Yay! What the fuck? This... What is this music? Did they actually give this motherfucker a theme song? Why don't I get a theme song? Excuse me? Hey, he's back. Like, I've never heard this song before. It's so, like, Detective Noir-y. What the hell? The ex-detective, Satoru Mashita.
おいおい、なんだこのざま。いつから託児所になったんだ。
He sounds so... Ah, I like him. Huh, Mr. Mashita? Why are you here? Did you come to see us? Mo is clearly excited, but Tsukasa is collected as he bows politely.
I'm in your debt for your help back then. Still, I'm surprised. I didn't think we'd be able to meet here.
Mashita gives an annoyed shake of his head. I'm the one asking why you're here. Damn, we're going in circles now.
Don't lie. I know you're happy to see us. You're always hiding your feelings.
Like hiding his feelings for me. No, I'm just playing. Mashita's my favorite character. He's just everything. I love him.
Oh, but what a huge coincidence.
We've got everyone from the Hanahiko case back together again. This is totally destiny. And the same here. Aw. Again, I like. Ah, fuck! That was me! Fat fingers! That was, oh my god, I tried. Is Sin okay? Did I, like, accidentally fuck? Sin, are you okay? Say something. My fat ass fingers clicked the... I tried to click the link, and I clicked the... My fingers are fat, leave me alone. This is why I don't have the ban buttons on my chat. I have to have them there, though. I feel conflicted seeing her innocent smile. If everyone's happy after such a horrific event, then maybe it'll fade quickly to memory. Everyone, huh? In that case, one person, no, one being is missing. Okay, cool. I was worried. I was like, as he mutters, he glances at a spot in the room. It would be best to change the subject. So, why are you here? I have something to ask you first. He answers me with a question, like usual. Yashiki, you told that fortune teller about my office, didn't you? Yasuoka? I mean, maybe if I know you like that, maybe. Let's be real. I have like a little kid in my house. Of course I know all the mark bearers like that. Does he mean Towako Yasuoka? Yeah, it might have come up while I was talking to her about Mary. Why'd you have to go and do that? Now I'm drowning under investigation requests. Wait, does that mean... Are you a private eye, Mr. Mashita? Moe butts in, her eyes shining. She's not timid, I'll grant you that. Wow, I guess you'd be pretty good at that. Oh, if you get an interesting job, bring me along with you. No. Even Mashita can only blink at her innocence. And this is exactly why it's annoying. Still, when I think about it, Machita's complaints don't make much sense. How could he be disadvantaged by me sharing his info with Yasuoka, who's incredibly famous? He himself said he was drowning under requests. Oh, there. He's a private eye. But if a famous fortune teller tells him about it, obviously supernatural cases are probably gonna come up, and that's not his element. That's probably why he's here. I only told her about your office. What's wrong with that? Getting job requests is good, isn't it? But detective hates too many requests. Maybe if they have to do with dangerous ass fucking ghosts. Plus he only just started. Even if he's insanely talented, there's no way he's already overwhelmed. It depends on what the request is about. Yeah, the one I just got is the worst. Did he just hesitate? Mashita? It's your fault that this happened. Fix it. You're the fucking spirit healer. He's like, fix this shit. You're the spirit healer. Help me. Oh my god, help me. Is that it? So Yashiki, are we doing this? Is he gonna, like, are we doing it? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, it's happening. Oh my god. Guys, it's happening. Calm down. We're gonna bust ghosts together. This is not a drill. So, Yashiki. Yes? I'm going to have you help me. Help you? Well, wait a minute. What are we talking about here?
Can't you guess based on the context? I believe he's telling you he wants your help with a detective job.
Wow, I can't really picture him working as a private eye, though. Now, if you were to investigate a supernatural phenomenon, that would be
Oh.
Yay! Yay! I'm so excited. Wait, don't tell me. The worst request ever that you got. This is the best thing ever. It's the best day ever. We all hold our breath as we stare at Mashita. Exactly. A spirit might be involved. It's a good opportunity. This is what I heard from that old fortune teller. They threw me right in chapter 6, those motherfuckers.
Amen. Wakazuki.
Ameo Makazuki. I don't think that said Little Red Riding Hood. I think that said, like, something in the raincoat. Something raincoat. No, this is totally for real, I swear. I think I saw something really bad on that Love Hotel street the other day. You heard about the Red Riding Hood girl? That rumor about people disappearing after entering that Love Hotel in K-City? We're going to a Love Hotel with Mashita. I'm dead. I'm dying. I'm DLC? No wonder this was DLC. This is like fit. This is my dream. I would have paid for this. We're going to a Love Hotel with Mashita to bust ghosts together. This is my entire life. Ah! This is everything I wanted in a DLC chapter. Karaoke. That's what the blue light says. On rainy days, this girl stands by the road like she's trying to get customers. Anyone who goes in the hotel with her ends up missing. And here's the kicker. Eventually they're found, but their heads are so messed up they can't even remember their names. Some end up dying in the hospital and others jump in front of trains. Wow. I totally forgot when I was walking around at night the last time it rained. And there was a girl in a red raincoat there, so I thought I'd chat her up. But when I got close to her...
Tell me, are you...
She suddenly started whispering to me. I got real creeped out, so I bolted. No, I'm seriously glad she didn't follow me. Thinking back on it, something was odd. It wasn't raining that hard, but she was the only one who was soaked from head to toe. Later, I realized that raincoat was probably soaked with... Okay, then. That's all I was told. Come with me, Mashita. We must away to the Love Hotel to bust ghosts together. We must away to the Love Hotel and bust some ghosts together. Buy him a drink. Oh. Get a room.
I'm sorry, but I must say that sounds like a simple ghost story. The rainy shopping district in the red raincoat? Rather suspicious.
Machida ignores Tsukasa, looking straight at me instead. Yes, keep your eyes on me, Daddy. It's enough to make me concerned. I'll leave the rest to you, Yashiki. You're coming with me. I'm bogged down with my other cases. I don't have time. No, you're coming with me. Don't ruin my dreams. Don't ruin my dreams, Machida. You did that once. Don't do it again. Come back. Stay with me. I'm crushed right now. It's your fault that this old lady brought this to me. No, cling to him. Don't let him go. So you need to take responsibility. Oh my god. I'll take responsibility if we fuck. But otherwise, we ain't doing that. Like, don't drop that, like, Sekinin or whatever the fuck it's called, like, shit on me. It's like, I didn't get you pregnant. but, we need to take responsibility? Like, gasp. Come on, you can help him out a little. I'll help too. The editorial department might have some info on a case like this, and your investigation needs an assistant, right? Did you learn nothing, Miss Moe? Isn't this what put you in danger last time? Last time? Those words draw my eyes immediately to a certain spot. You need to take responsibility for my dick. I know, right? She's not here anymore. The same thing won't happen. It can't, but somewhere deep in my heart, I'm anxious. I'm like genuinely upset. He just crushed me. Don't work yourself up. It's more likely that it's just a lie. A bunch of it sounds like it was made up. And that's why it's such a pain to have an absurd request like this brought to me. Majid is right. It's highly unlikely the whole story was made up. Or it was highly likely. If I had to point out anything concerning about it, it's pretty detailed for just a rumor, and it leaves the same kind of impression as rumors of real spirits. But it's better to be safe than sorry. If it does end up true, then we need to act now, yeah? Okay, I'll do it. I mean, at the same time, we have all of our, like, spirit knowledge back, right? So there's that. I hope you'd say that. We better get No, I'm going alone. What? No way! That's not fair. I knew she'd complain, but I can't put her in harm's way. Listen, Moe, I need you to search for info. I've got no way to research these rumors, but you have access to a lot more than me. Use your position to gather information. I really hate sitting out and watching you do everything, but if that's how I can help best, then that's what I'll do. This time. If you find anything out, though, tell me, okay? I promise. It's settled. Machida takes out a notebook, rips out a page, and hands it to me. The address of the hotel, Masquerade. I'm a shapeshifter. I pose masquerade. Hiding both face and mind. Free for you to draw. It's abandoned now, though. Meet there at 8 tomorrow night. 8 p.m. I have to go at a specific time? The client set the time. The old lady said she'd call and help, so it's probably a scheduled thing. I don't have to handle this alone then. Plus, this is Yasuoka. I'm sure she has some kind of plan in mind. It's gonna be the other mark bearers because they need to reuse sprites. Well then, I need to get my other cases. Majida turns his heel and vanishes out the front door. Nah! But he's just suddenly back. Yay! What's wrong? Weren't you leaving? Nothing. Just realized it's a little late for kids to be wandering around outside. Oh, he's gonna take them home. Machida calls out to the other two. Hey, you two. I'll drive you back, so hurry and get in the car. Machida taking care of the kids. Oh, is that okay? Then I'll take you up on that. I agree. It's pretty late. Sorry to trouble you. Well then, mister, we'll be going. And now I'm alone again. The rhythmic ticking of the grandfather clock echoes through the hall. How long has it been since those three went home? I sit and mull over what Masha told me. I have a bad feeling about this. It's perfectly reasonable to believe it's just rumors, a normal case even. But the more I think about it, the more I'm doubting it. I wish I could save. How long until I can save? I avert my eyes from the sofa. I silently ask its absent master a question, but of course there's no way she'd reply. The next evening... Oh my god, for the love of all that is holy, fucking let me save! I get ready and leave my room with heavy steps. Let me save. The clock says it's 6 on the dot. It's still early for the meetup time. I guess I unconsciously am a little impatient. I'm already ready. There's no reason to wait here at the mansion. Guess I'll go. I'll just kill time there if I'm early. I'll learn the truth in and out. It'll be quick. I turn the car key. When does it end? When is it ending? Like, it is like 3. When do I get to stop? When do I get to save? I turn the car key. My mood improves somewhat. New info is added to the spirit file. Rumors of Red Riding Hood other. Are we done? Oh my god! I'm gonna have to, like, fucking recap that entire thing when we get on tomorrow, because I just accidentally started the fucking chapter. Why does it only say they survived? Now, like, everyone else doesn't have it anymore. I'll save that for later. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, this is Cujo Mansion, so I'm gonna want to, like, just save over this one. Okay. Hey, a little star. How cute. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call it here, y'all. We went an hour and 30 minutes later than I wanted to. Frickin' rip. So, I guess I'm starting late tomorrow. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a follow if you did. We'll be starting this up again at 8:30. If you are still going to be on Twitch, mayhaps consider staying here. We are doing jack-o'-lanterns in July, which means that whenever I end the cast, we will be rerunning horror games from days gone past. Aw, no problem, Sin. No problem to anyone else, definitely. Tonight for the roster, we're finishing up Silent Hill. That's going to be coming up first, and then after that, in order to fill in the time gap, I'm going to be playing the rerun for Mad Father, which we did last year. It was the very first game that we did for last year's Jack-o'-lanterns in July. And then we are going to be ending it with Harvester, around the same time Harvester started yesterday. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get on out of here, and I guess tomorrow we'll be finishing up Deathmark. But as for right this second, thanks for swinging in, y'all. I love your faces, and I will see y'all later today. Bye-bye.